With COVID restrictions lifting nationwide, local lawmakers are optimistic for a busy summer tourism season, which will be crucial for the VI as the industry has taken a big hit over the past more than a year now. But some still have concerns. Our Washington correspondent Matt Knadler brings us all the details.
Before the pandemic, tourism was the largest driver of Hawaii's private sector economy. Visitors would spend an average of $48 million per day. So far this year, Hawaii Congressman Ed Case says the results are mixed.
If you're talking about domestic tourism, which is tourism from the rest of the United States, that's coming along very, very well.
But Case is noticing a decline in international travel, which makes up a significant chunk of the state's tourism industry. The number of tourists visiting from places like Japan and the European Union have been slower to increase. Those who are visiting face stricter COVID restrictions returning home.
And that's going to take really a far greater sense of safety and security internationally before that travel starts to come back.
Meanwhile, the cruise ship industry, hard hit during the pandemic, is set to resume this summer. This week, Carnival Cruise Lines announced they will require passengers to be fully vaccinated when sailing resumes out of Galveston, Texas this July. U.S. delegates in the Caribbean are hoping the return will boost their local economy.
We're continuing to see yachts, boating industry coming down, as well as individual tourists.
More than 3 million tourists visit the Virgin Islands each year, most of them coming from cruise ships. Overall, tourism, trade, and related services account for nearly 60% of the territory's economic activity.
Although we have not had the type of all of our hotels back up online, particularly on St. Thomas, that people have really done the best that they can.
From the Pacific to the Atlantic, it's a slow but steady return as the summer tourism season begins heating up once again. In Washington, Matt Knadler reporting.
Matt Knadler reporting from Washington, D.C., keeping us updated over the past several weeks from everything going on there in our nation's capital.